Hi Leo, this is Amanda from By Luna's Light. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to bring you your weekly reading. Now this is a timeless reading, so anytime that you view this reading is the perfect time for you to receive its message. And this is also a collective reading, so please just take what resonates for you and leave the rest behind. If you haven't already, please check out my Facebook page, By Luna's Light. That is where I do weekly pick-a-pile readings every Sunday to see what your week ahead will look like. And I also have an Instagram account, By Luna's Light Tarot, where I do daily inspirations and pick a card readings. And I also have a dear friend who is starting up a new account on YouTube. Her account is Mystic Readings. She is a dear friend and fellow psychic tarot reader. She's been doing this for many, many years. So check her out. She's just starting to post videos now, so check out her channel if you feel drawn to. All right, I'm going to open up your reading today with, excuse me, Stellar Energy Oracle. And that's by Interstellar Shop. She's also on YouTube and Instagram. All right. Angels and guides, please come forward for my Leo. What do my Leo need to know in regards to their life at this time? Too many. Okay. Bottom of the deck, overall energy is looking inward. Reflection, solitude, planning. Take some time to look inward and figure out what your next step is. So perhaps there is something new on the horizon for you, or you're kind of in that transition period right now of maybe a new passion or a new love, where this is kind of like the pre-planning before it happens. So doing the internal work, building up the confidence to move forward. Okay. So your first card is Paralyzing Fear. Anxiety, fear, paralysis. Fear is holding you back. So whatever it is that you are kind of wanting to move forward with, whether that's a relationship or a new passion, fear is kind of holding you back from it. It's definitely playing a factor in how you are moving forward. It's kind of like that fight or flight mode where you're just kind of in the like paralysis mode. You don't know whether to stay and fight or flee. And before that decision gets made, you're just kind of frozen. I guess it's fight, flight, or freeze, which I think you're more so in the freeze section right now. So be mindful of that. That's definitely something that you should be going inward with, right? When you're doing this internal work, definitely look deep within yourself and figure out what is truly preventing you from moving forward and why is that there. Find the root cause of it, and then take the next steps to reconcile that within yourself. Okay. Your next card is Coming Together. Reunion, destiny, meeting. Destiny has brought you together. Now, when this card did come out, I do like to read these ones upright, but I do read cards in the reverse as well. So for those of you that it resonates for, this card did come in reverse to begin with. So there could be some sort of disconnect with someone at this time, perhaps that you're missing, and you're kind of fearful of trying to reach out to them. But it feels like there should be a reunion coming forward. There is a reunion in the horizon here. And it's kind of destiny that you're going to be coming back together. So I think that's why this card was in the reverse, is that this possibly is someone that is from your past that is coming back into your life. And we have love letter, message, confessions, response. A special message is on its way. there you have it. So I feel like this person is trying to come back to reconcile, really trying to come in and say the things that they never said before, perhaps, maybe an apology coming forward for something in the past, or this is someone maybe you haven't heard from in quite some time, and maybe they're like, okay, things seem a little more calm. I'm gonna dip my toe in here and see if I can make a comeback and see if there's any opportunity to come back into this person's life. So be mindful, there are some messages possibly coming your way from someone from the past. All right, I'm going to choose a couple of the Moonology Oracle. Angels and guides, what do my Leo need to know in regards to their life at this time? Oh, jeez. Okay. They're sure bringing a lot forward here for you. Okay. So overall energy, bottom of the deck. Again, your fears. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. So again, your fears are holding you back from pursuing something that you really want to pursue. Whether, again, that is a love from the past. Maybe you're fearful that it's just going to be the same thing happening that ultimately parted you two. Maybe you're fearful of intimacy. Maybe it's your childhood fears coming in. And if this is in regards to some sort of passion that you're pursuing, a new endeavor, it's definitely a confidence issue there. So I'm feeling for some of you, it's your solar plexus that really needs a lot of attention, because your lack of confidence in yourself is prohibiting you from taking that next destined step that you are supposed to be taking in your career, in your life, in your divine purpose, any of those things, even love. It's preventing you from moving forward. Your next card, your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. So it's time to get earthy. It's time to make like a stable plan here. Set some roots down. Definitely, if you're unsure about this next step with a person or, your divine purpose, make a pros and cons list of the way that you want to go about this. And just start writing things down. Start planning. As soon as you start to plan, it builds that momentum. So it doesn't matter where you start. You got to start. And that's where you're going to build the momentum and the energy to finally find that path that you need to go. Now, your next card, a time to give rather than take. Interesting. So maybe it's time to give back into a relationship, give back into your community, perhaps more so focusing on giving rather than taking, so that it takes your mind out of your own life. Excuse me. And by that I mean, sometimes we can get overwhelmed in our own thoughts, in our mind, on where we're supposed to go next, what we're supposed to be doing, where we want to go next, and how we're going to go about doing that. It can get overwhelming, and it focuses a lot on your own self, which is not a bad thing. But when it starts to make your mental health deteriorate, when you start realizing that you are in paralysis mode because you're so fearful, it's time to get out of your own head, out of your own energy, and focus on giving back to the community or to your loved ones. That way your acts of service kind of helps to unblock whatever is blocked within you, because you're no longer putting that pressure on that aspect within yourself. It's helping your energy to move more freely. Now we have the energy is gaining momentum. There we go. Your energy, once you start putting more effort into other things, other people, your energy is going to start building momentum. And that's also where it's good to start this process of whatever it is you want to pursue. That energy is starting to gain momentum, like I said. So it's optimal time. Ooh, and a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. So I feel like you're building momentum for this peak moment where you're like, yes, that aha moment. Everything makes sense now. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing, or I know I want to be with this person. It's like that final, not conclusion, but that moment you realize that this is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So there is that momentum is building up to something beautiful. Okay, I'm going to open up your tarot reading today with the Light Seers Tarot. Guides, please come forward for my Leo. What do my Leo need to know in regards to their life at this time? Oh, excuse me. Okay, so bottom of the deck, overall energy, 8 of Cups in the reverse, which signifies someone returning. Someone that possibly left in your recent past or in your past is now trying to return. That's exactly what I was getting with this coming together in the reverse, that there's the opportunity of some love coming back into your life that that may have walked away from you in the past, or you walked away from them. So your first card is Strength in reverse. So you might be feeling pretty vulnerable right now. Maybe not having that confidence within yourself, as I mentioned before, is really taking away your inner strength. Now, it's good to be vulnerable in some aspects. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It is more of a emotional strength that is needed when you need to open up to people. It can be a paralyzing fear for sure, having to be vulnerable and open up. But it is required of you to do that, to become or to come into union with someone. So as scary as that is, vulnerability is a good thing right now. 7 of Wands in the reverse. So that means you are no longer in defense mode. Whatever happened in the past, I feel like you are overcoming that. You have healed it, or you are healing it, and you're starting to bring your defenses down towards this person, or perhaps towards others in your life. But there is still the devil aspect here. So it could be that maybe you're just really attracted to this person, or it could feel like maybe this person is perhaps a bad influence in some ways, or maybe you're a bit codependent on them. Now, the first time I've seen this, like it looks, ever since I first saw this, it looked like a man coming and being like, okay, come to me, you know, like I'm here. All you have to do is take my hand and we can start this. But there's some sort of like foreboding or dark temptation surrounding that invitation. So it could be that this person in the past perhaps really wronged you, or maybe had some addiction issues, or maybe they're kind of like your weakness. That could be your weakness, right? Perhaps they just keep coming around, promising things are going to be different, and you know, you don't necessarily believe that every time. Perhaps but they're your weakness. So it's like you give them a second shot, hoping that things have changed, and then it turns out to be a flop again. That could be a karmic cycle replaying for you over and over. Not going to resonate for everyone, but it could also be that maybe you feel like it's a bad idea and yet you're still wanting this, is what this devil could obviously indicate. It could be too that they played a lot of mind games with you. So here's like the puppet master with the strings kind of attached to someone's mind. It could be that there is a lot of mind games involved with this connection. So be mindful of that. Mindful with the mind games. We have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So it could be that maybe you invested a lot of time into this connection in the past and you never got to see the benefits of it. So you never got to see something grow from the time and the effort and the love that you poured into it. It could be that this person maybe just wasn't ready to commit. They were more in like a Knight of Wands energy where they're hard to tie down and commit. It could also be that for some of you, it could be that they're a bit narcissistic. They're taking and no longer, or not giving to the relationship at all. But we do have the Page of Cups coming in here, an apology. This is an apology, or it could be an offer of new love, as in maybe a second chance, slate clean. So there is someone coming back in with an apology towards what they've done. I feel like you've been waiting for this. Again, maybe this happens all the time for some of you. And it's just a matter of time, like you were waiting for this to come around again. Or perhaps it's been a long time coming and you've been waiting for like a big apology. And now I feel like it is coming back. It is coming. They are coming back and the apology is coming in. Now there is the Nine of Wands here. This is something that you possibly wanted to give up on multiple times, or finally decided, you know what, I'm done. You're so close to like throwing in the towel, basically. But the Nine of Wands speaks about maintaining that little piece of hope within you to not give up, because although this is severely difficult, whatever this connection is, although it is majorly difficult, there's a part of you that knows that there's more here, that there's a good connection between you two, and that's what keeps bringing you back to this person. And you have the Four of Wands, which is all about stability. And it can be like halfway to a marriage. It could be an engagement, proposal of some sort. That this person could be coming in ready to commit now and saying, you know what, I realized what I had. Hindsight is 2020. I would love a second chance if that's possible. And this could lead to a higher commitment. Definitely, maybe even engagement. But that is entirely up to you. So I'm going to clarify these cards today with the Green Witches Tarot. Angels and guides, please come forward for my Leo. What do my Leo need to know in regards to their life at this time? There we go. So we have the Strength card in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles. So this is someone coming in with a solid offer now. Someone who wants to take things slowly. Someone who wants to commit. Now, it could be that this could be your energy where you're feeling unsure about this. You're feeling very vulnerable, very, conscientious of what this relationship has done in the past. So if anything, if they want something moving forward, you're going to be taking it slow because you're like, you know what? I need to build trust again. This needs to happen in a more, a more grounded way, and definitely a more trusting way. Like build that trust again, because that is the foundation for your relationship. Now we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay, with the Devil in reverse. So your defenses are starting to come down, and I feel like it's because you've kind of detached from this toxic or negative or codependent energy or person. So it's like when this person left, you were finally able to bring your walls down, because I feel like something happened here where they burned your trust. And that could even be like them just up and leaving, saying, I can't commit to this. Maybe that triggered abandonment issues, or this could be they quite possibly did something with a third party, and not for everyone, but that's an option here. And perhaps you're like, you know what, that trust has been like slayed. No trust here anymore. So I feel like your defenses went way up with this person, and now that they were out of your life, your defenses were able to come down again. But now we have the Devil in the upright with the Seven of Cups. So yeah, there's a lot of options going on here. A lot of confusion too. So with this person coming back, with this temptation coming back, there's a lot of options on the table here. Do you go back to this person? Do you not? Do you build trust again? Are they ready? Like all of these confusing emotions going through you, and thoughts and questions. I mean, they are coming back as the Devil though. So that is a sign in itself that maybe their intentions aren't the purest, especially with the Seven of Cups, where maybe they are still entertaining a lot of different people. So be careful with that. Now we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Six of... Okay, so when you stopped giving into this connection, when you stopped investing in this connection, we have the Six of Swords. That's moving out of stormy weather into calmer waters. So that's transitioning into a much better state of your life, of your emotions. I feel like there was a lot of freedom, like a sense of relief once this person was gone. Now that doesn't diminish what you felt for this person. Perhaps there was still, or still is, a lot of love between you two. But sometimes, we want what is not good for us. So this is just being mindful that, it might be the better option to not invest in this anymore. But that isn't always the case. We don't always go with what is best for us. So again, be mindful that whatever choice you make, there will be, I guess, consequences to that choice, regardless. So if you choose to not pursue this with this person, you might be losing a very strong love or letting go of a strong connection. If you pursue this with this person, there might be mind games still. There might still be third party energy. So either way, that comes down to what your boundaries are willing to, where you want your boundaries, what you're willing to put yourself through at this time. Now we have the Page of Cups, an apology, with the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this person's coming in with an apology, but I don't feel like they're very sincere about it, perhaps. Or perhaps they're not emotionally invested in this. I feel like they're emotionally shut off, so that they're trying to come back for some... I'm feeling like there's like a bad motive here to come back for some of you, because this person is very emotionally cut off, but maybe they're codependent on you to some degree. Maybe they're needing you to continue to give to them, and maybe financially. Maybe you were their support financially, or maybe you give them the kind of love that they want, but they don't want to be attached to it or confined by that. Now we have the Three of Wands. You're waiting for something. And the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So this speaks of, the Eight of Pentacles is about investing in yourself, going back to school, mastering something in your life. With it in the reverse, it's kind of like you're putting your own future on hold while you figure this out with this person. You're kind of holding yourself back from the potential of what you could do in life because this person is like messing with you. Now we have the Nine of Wands. So we have the Witch here, which is the Magician. All about manifesting. So there's something that you are manifesting here that I feel like it's hard for you to walk away, because in a way this person is everything that you've wanted in a relationship, besides the mind games and the negatives, of course. So there is a very strong connection there, but I feel like you're manifesting the end to this situation as well. Like you're almost there. You're like, this needs to come to a head. Is this over? Is this something that we can pursue? Let's see. Four of Wands and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so what I feel like what you are hoping for is commitment, of course, like romantic relationship, proposal, marriage, or an engagement, or just some sort of offer towards commitment. Like boyfriend and girlfriend, even. Just let's start there. Let's start slow, right? With the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like that is you kind of coming out of a very dark time where you felt abandoned by this person, left out in the dark, maybe like a second choice, or I just don't understand why there's still that Four of Wands there. Another card to clarify, please. So in the past, there was a lot of fighting, and this person left you out in the dark. I feel like maybe they did trigger your abandonment issues by walking away. And it was more of a serious, like for you, it felt like a serious commitment, I feel like. And that is the problem. I don't feel like you guys were on the same page. Not 100% at least. All right, overall energy, bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. Yeah, feeling stuck, feeling like you don't know which way to go. This is a stalemate situation. Which path do I take? Do I pursue this with them? Do I not? And that's in regards to this person coming back, the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So someone who abandoned you or left you in the dark, walked away, is now trying to come back, and yeah, you're not sure about which way you're going to go with this. And as much as people would love to get some clarity through card readings on what they should do, we all have free will. We all have to make those decisions on our own. So I cannot tell you what you should or should not do here. It is ultimately time for you to go inward to figure that out yourself. Where does your heart say you should go? And people give the heart, a bad time, saying you should think with your head more and not your heart. Your heart does know what it needs to do. Trust in your heart, because it ultimately is the one thing that is not fully conditioned by childhood trauma. Like, that's our mind, right? Everything that we hold in our mind is childhood trauma, relationship trauma, the past. Like, that is what is playing over and over and over again. But our heart, it just kind of moves forward, keeps moving forward. So definitely trust what your heart is saying on this. And if your heart is saying to let them go, listen to that. Okay. All right. We have clock, need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal and progress. So healing time, and it's time for you to progress on your path. This could be a divine timing thing as well. Like maybe when this person finally decides they are truly ready. Now we have happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So there very well could be some sort of reconciliation here, so long as you guys are able to communicate effectively on how you want to move forward. Interesting. All of these popped out. Girl with a snake, empath, and narcissist paradigm. Again, I was picking up on that narcissist energy here, so be mindful of that. Hand of cards, sorry. Take a chance, risk, being strategic. So taking a risk with this person, it will be risky perhaps, but that's a risk that you have to be willing to take. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming. There could still be a lot of love there. We have hammer, sabotage, rebuilding. I feel like this is more rebuilding. Could be that this person kind of sabotaged the relationship themselves and are now realizing what they did. And we have a relationship evolving to the next phase. And we have wedding rings, union, wedding, married. So this is someone you could definitely have a long-term commitment with, but there are a lot of things that need to be addressed first. First and foremost, before you move forward with that, I think. All right, Leo, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this resonated for you, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys again next week. Take care.